Calling in all men. I'm curious if you would join me in an inquiry and exploration, truly from a place of curiosity and togetherness, to address something that sits in our collective nervous system and, if left unacknowledged, will continue to play out generation after generation in pain and violence and war, death and devastation to everything and everyone, including you and me. And perhaps before I ask this question, I'd invite you into a place of groundedness and curiosity. And if curiosity isn't there, then probably isn't the right time and to revisit later. So here's the question. Have you addressed the wound inside of you? And what do you feel when I say this? And what do you feel when I say that survival is reliant on the feminine, and that the future must be feminine, and that you are repressing your feminine, and this is hurting you and the world? But if you're willing to stay with me and explore what I mean, I really do promise that we're on the same team, and I'm asking because I care. So I'll share a story and let me know if this sounds familiar. And as I share this, perhaps bring your awareness into your body. Maybe just notice sensations, and if there's ever a moment where the sensations get too intense, then definitely pause and come back later once you feel the groundedness and curiosity return. Because the point really is not to grin and bear it, but to be able to stay with, and stay present, and feel. So, does this story sound familiar to you? Were you ever told when you were young that boys don't cry? Were you ever told to toughen up, to be a man? Were you told that only if you performed or achieved you'd be valuable? And did you learn to then have to leave yourself, to separate from any emotions that felt too vulnerable, or any emotions that come off too weak, any emotions that might mean you'd be rejected? Were you ever held in your vulnerability or talked to about your emotions? Were you ever just sat with and held to feel safe in them? And did that create a pain inside of you? Did you feel a place that craves to be seen, to be loved and accepted unconditionally? Maybe feel this exhaustion from a lifetime now of doing and chasing after the things that you were told to do and chase because you'd be successful and accepted. But instead, what you thought was going to bring you happiness isn't, and so now there's anger and resentment and confusion, and that pain that's been sitting inside of you for your whole life is just getting bigger. And maybe you don't know what to do other than do more and more and more because that's what you were taught to do, and try and make those feelings go away because, well, they were never taught to feel safe. So that's a hard place to be, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you weren't held in the times you needed to be, and I'm sorry you were told it wasn't okay to feel what you feel, and I'm sorry that you're in pain now. And so the question of how to break the cycle of suffering, well, it's to turn inwards and to heal from within. It means doing the very thing that was denied to you from the beginning, learning how to feel everything you were told not to feel. And why does this mean your survival? Well, because it will liberate you. But if you keep separating from your true self, then you will surely die. And if you look at all of the meditation practices and spiritual practices, they really do take you down the same path, and it is the path of the feminine. The instructions to close your eyes, bring your awareness inward, the mind down to the body, to go from thinking to feeling, doing to being, to allow the sensations to arise and enter into this field of wisdom. That is the path of the feminine. And it's calling all beings in this time, women and men, but I specifically implore all men to just see where conversations and topics of these land in your body. What happens when I say the way forward is feminine? Is there resistance, annoyance, uncertainty, curiosity, agreement, full fuck yes. No one would argue that there is current imbalance and chaos in the world. And so to find what is imbalanced within each of us and how might we find our way back to balance and harmony and free ourselves from this incessant suffering. So I'll offer a 5-minute exercise, which is just a quick sitting down and closing your eyes and bringing your attention to the area above the upper lip and to feel the breath coming in and going out. And that's it for 5 minutes. And if the mind wanders, well, there's no need to react, just bring it back. Watch the breath coming in and going out, and if it wanders again, don't react, just bring it back. It's bound to wander, that's its habit pattern. And that's it. Doing this every day and just observing, and the repetition is key. If you could extend this to 10 minutes, great, 15 minutes, great, 20 minutes, great, and it's just to observe and to just notice what patterns arise. And by doing this, we're doing 2 things. We're training the mind to focus. You control your attention and where it goes. And 2, training the mind not to react. And as you don't react, well, what's happening is we're allowing the sensations that reside in the body to be exactly as they are, without rejection, without suppression, without the need to act, but just to be and accept it exactly as it is. And well, this is the beginning of undoing the big sequence of reactions that you had to learn when you were young. This is the beginning to welcoming yourself to be yourself. This is the beginning of loving and accepting yourself.